Well, it would seem as if CNN got a little bit more than they bargained for when they booked famous comedian Whitney Cummings to help host their New Year's Eve party coverage. You see, Mrs. Cummings on live, unedited TV absolutely cooked both CNN and the entire Democratic Party establishment. Take a look at this.
2024 election fried our brains. The Democrats couldn't hold a primary because they were too busy holding a body upright. Are we still rolling? Am I off?
Go for it.
It was amazing that the pro-choice party didn't give their voters one when it came to the presidential candidate. Kamala was forced on us so hard you'd think she was patented by Pfizer or Moderna, whichever one's, oh God. Andy just gave me a very scary look.
No!
And she is 100% right. And you can just tell that CNN had no idea what to do. Do we cut her off? Do we cut away? Do we interrupt her? What do we do? They were just left completely speechless in the most hilarious way possible, because we all know that CNN is effectively a propaganda wing of the Democratic Party establishment. But check this out. Look at what else she had to say, this time about CNN.
I love going around the country because you see that Americans really are more reasonable than they would be portrayed.
Absolutely,
they're pretty great, and I'm
100%
playing bigger and bigger venues now. I thought being a mom would mean that less people will want to come see me. I'm now playing, like 3,000 seat theaters,
awesome.
which is about the viewership of CNN these days.
Well,
Not
nice.
this show, though.
Nice.
All eyes are on this show.
Wow.
And you can tell that that one really hit home with Anderson Cooper, who just took a massive pay cut as CNN is laying off hundreds of people because their ratings are in the toilet. Now here's the thing, it would seem as if Mrs. Cummings was on a warpath, dead set on torching the progressive media establishment, because right after she left the CNN live broadcast, she took to Twitter to post this. This is what I said at the end of my roast set on CNN tonight that I zoomed through because I was running out of time and scared. Since I only have a minute left and I'm live on establishment media, I figured I'd list some of the things mainstream media will never cover. The first Trump shooter didn't have any silverware in his house. The Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia put money into Disney. Why is fluoride still in our water? Monsanto paid Google to skew search results. Why are so many presidents' chefs dead? So she's just going all in, using this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to bring attention to all of these very weird curiosities that nobody seems to be talking about, at least nobody in the mainstream media, that is. And so Whitney Cummings is effectively going viral right now for all of the reasons above. In fact, this is probably the most attention that CNN has gotten in months. And it's actually kind of funny because this entire situation is just further proof that all people really want is the truth mixed up with a little bit of bipartisan humor. The reason why all of these progressive news stations and progressive talk shows are catastrophically failing right now is because they're just so unbelievably biased and unfunny. People get sick of hearing the same joke each night about how evil Trump is. It's like, even if the Trump joke was funny one time, and it wasn't, you need new material. You can't just talk about how the sky is falling for 8 or 9 years straight, because after a while, people are going to go outside their house, look up at the sky, and realize that everything is actually just fine. It's actually just like Whitney Cummings said. You see, generally speaking, Americans are much nicer and smarter than maybe CNN would like. We're not all evil idiots that need to be put back in line and told what to think. People just want to be treated like adults and not fed a bunch of progressive bullcrap. But you know what? 2025 is a new year, and maybe CNN is going to try to reinvent itself. Maybe they're going to try to make a concerted effort to become less partisan, less progressive, and more representative of the American people. That said, I wouldn't exactly be holding my breath on that. But hey, I want to know what you guys think about all of this, so please go down below and drop a comment. Please like the video if you liked it. Please consider subscribing. It helps a ton, and it means a lot to me personally. Thank you all very much for watching, and as always, stay safe.